D
and A
Taking on the World podcast.
Let's go. We back for episode number 2.
Yes.
And I just want to give a shout out to everybody that showed love on the first podcast. Thank you guys for participating and watching and commenting.
Yes.
All those things mean a lot to us and makes us know that you like what we're doing. And so we can keep coming back with more and more and more and more. And that's the goal, guys. We try to really make sure that 2022 is more of a consistent year, a better year. And there's going to be a lot more content this year. So let's go, guys. Episode number 2 starts now. So, Des, how are you feeling on this marvelous Monday?
I am actually feeling really good. I made sure I got up early today so I could go out, get a little bit of exercise in. Definitely feeling hungry and a little bit tired right now, but I'm doing good though. I'm doing good.
Well, you walked a mile this morning.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, look, walking a mile ain't no joke, period. So
outside in the nice cold and
yeah, it wasn't like it was on the treadmill. It was like outside. You know, you got the nature and everything like that. And for some reason, I don't know why, but every time I've ever ran a mile inside compared to outside, inside was always easier. Mm-hmm. It's always easier. Outside, I don't know what it is, but it's something about outside that just tears your cardio system up. I really do not know what it is.
And you know what's crazy is for me, I like to be outside and doing it rather than inside. I love doing it on the treadmill, don't get me wrong. But just, I don't know, for me being outside and then exercising at the same time, I feel like it's more enjoyable.
Yeah.
And for me and myself, it's easier for me to work out if it's like enjoyable. You know what I'm saying?
You know.
But how are you?
I'm cool. You know, for anybody who doesn't know, I've lost 53 pounds. So, you know, I ballooned up a little bit after our weekend because, you know, weekend you start to eat a little bit more, but it'll be back off after I work out today. So, yeah, I ended up losing like 53 pounds. I was 293, and then I weighed in, I believe yesterday or the day before yesterday at 240.2. So your boy is losing weight. I'm sure you guys can see that from old videos. You can see my face was a little bit more chubbier, and now I'm a little bit smaller. But you know, we're just trying to get in shape, get ready, because I have a fight coming up. Topic number 1. So the first topic, you guys can see that we're talking about Dollar Tree price increases.
Yes.
Guys, for the first time in 35 years since the very opening of Dollar Tree, it is rising. Now, Dollar Tree is the last of all the major dollar stores to hold out for the dollar. And they are now going from $1 to $1.25. Now, if you guys are on the West Coast or anywhere where they have a 99-cent store, you guys are still good. We still got the 99-cent store, but even then, they don't have just 99-cent items. Mm-hmm. They have items that are more than that. So, you know, the Dollar Tree stuck it out. They did their thing for the longest time. 35 years is a long time to just be $1, especially in a world of, you know, inflation and just rising prices everywhere. You know, for them to last 35 years is major props. And $1 in 1986 works out to be over $2.50 today in today's money. So, you know, in response, you know, over time, Dollar Tree has adjusted its selection to maintain that dollar price. So pretty much in essence, you're not going to get name brand things, right? You're not going to get a lot of the name brand things that you're used to, right? How many of us have had Funyuns and had to get onion rings instead? You know what I'm saying? Or Doritos and what do they call it?
Oh,
Tonitos or
Tostitos or something like that.
It's something
like that.
But we all know what it's like to shop at dollar stores, right? And Dollar Tree is the last dollar place, like I said, to abolish the dollar thing. The Dollar Tree CEO said it will help them mitigate historically high merchandise cost increases, including freight and distribution, and it will also allow them to raise their wages. So, with all that information, what do you think about the Dollar Tree price increase?
I'm not mad about it. I am really actually surprised they were able to last so long with only being $1 because of inflation going up every year. But it's just kind of how the world is now, you know? Things go up, they got to be able to make sure they still making their money. I mean, if you think about it, every business that there is, whether it's a big chain or a small one, all started from somebody's dreams.
Yeah.
So they want to keep their dreams going, they got to get with the times.
Right.
So honestly, I'm not upset by it. And even it seemed, I mean, obviously there are some people who are like really like, now everything is going up and all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, minimum wage is going up for most places. So guess what? It just kind of evens out. But at the same time, they did have over, I think it said 91%, so over 90% positive feedback with the changes. So people said that they were still going to shop there, didn't change anything. The only thing I would say is for the things that are going to be higher priced, hopefully it would be like a better quality type thing.
I believe so.
But it just, you know, it kind of is what it is. I'm not upset about it. I'm fine with it. It's not going to change if I still want to go to the dollar store, or Dollar Tree, I should say. If I want to go to Dollar Tree to shop, I'm still going to go to Dollar Tree and shop. So it doesn't, it's not a huge thing. It's crazy for them because they've went 35 years before they've made this change.
That's our whole lifetime, really.
It's over my lifetime.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting, but
Well, I've seen some people write and they're like, it makes me sick to my stomach. Like, really? It makes you sick to your stomach that the price is raised 25 cents?
25 cents.
A quarter, guys. When we're getting paid so much more money nowadays, a quarter, guys. I get it. We struggling. We all are struggling. So everything that is more money is like boo-hoo. Nobody cares. Nobody wants that, right? We all want cheaper prices, but come on, it's 25 cents. Now I can understand if they said we're not the dollar store, we the $3 store now. And so everything is $3.
Everything is $3.
Yeah, it'll be like, all right, now you turn it up a little bit. I need you to relax, pause, okay? But it's just $1.25.
It is.
And we've had so many price increases from the past 35 years. I mean, like I said, I'm about to turn 28. So that's 7 years even below that. And price has grown so much from when I was born to now. So
and honestly, if you think about it, it could be a good thing for some people. If you have like bad spending habits, well now, even though it's only going up 25 cents, now you're not going to be so tempted. At least some people may not be so tempted to go in there and just kind of splurge and grab everything. And I mean, dollar store items, they're cheaper quality as well. So you go in there and you buy a bunch of stuff, something, you know, breaks or rips or whatever the same day, guess what? You're kind of spending more money at the same time. So hopefully, you know, spending wise, it becomes a little bit easier on people at the same time. Even though prices increase, hopefully it'll just be a little bit better for those who overspend.
Right, and then I mean, if anybody, I don't know how many of you guys get into stocks or anything like that, but you know, the price increase is gonna, I believe, only help Dollar Tree. You know, as overall their brand may take a little bit of a hit just because it's the Dollar Tree. You know, but I mean, we got other places with names and they don't follow it to a T. People usually just get used to it. Like the 99-cent store, like I said, there's products over that. You got Family Dollar, you know, which is known for being a little bit lower. But you know, these things aren't big deals to me. You know, I don't really shop at Dollar Tree heavy anyways right now. But You know, if I did, it's just $1.25, so
Yeah.
it won't hurt me. It won't kill me. It won't make me start retiring jerseys like they burned LeBron's jersey when he left Cleveland. Nah, it's Dollar Tree is still cool. It's still alright. Everybody who's tripping off of 25 cents, I would just suggest you take some deep breaths. You know what I'm saying? Maybe meditate. Do whatever you gotta do, but it's gonna be alright. We're gonna live through this 25-cent increase.
Or just go in there and get what you need. Don't get extra.
For real, this is teach us some discipline out here. For real. Nah, but for real.
Let us know how you guys think about it. What you guys feel about it. Does it bother you? Does it not bother you? Are you okay with it? Let us know in the comments below what you guys think about Dollar Tree.
Absolutely. But topic 2, let's go. Can see we talking about Tom Brady retiring.
Yes.
Now, let me say some words to Tom Brady. Okay. Look, Tom Brady was the arch nemesis, like he is for most people in football. I really hated the Patriots with a passion, especially as an Eagles fan. And hear me out. I was 9 years old, about to turn 10 years old. It was, I believe, 2005, 2006 season, maybe 2004, 2005 season. Donovan McNabb, my favorite player of all time is Terrell Owens, Eagles. My 10th birthday, I'm a kid. We beat Michael Vick, okay? We beat Michael Vick in the Falcons to get to the Super Bowl. We go against this cheating dude. The Patriots, this is the year where they had, I believe, Deflategate. So they was caught cheating. They cheated to win the Super Bowl that year. And I ain't never forgave him since that. I was 10 years old. I am 28 in a week.
Yes.
That's 18 years of pain. So forget Tom Brady. I don't got no love for Tom Brady. Nah, I'm slaying. But for real though, Tom Brady, you know, if you are retiring, hey, much love on your great career. I have to respect greatness. Even though you are a cheater, I would never forgive y'all for that. We got our payback with Nick Foles in the Philly special. So yes, we are Super Bowl champs, and we got to beat you before you went to the Buccaneers. We beat y'all in, you know, the Super Bowl while you was a Patriot. So I guess I can forgive and move on.
You got his revenge.
Yeah, we got our revenge, you know what I'm saying? But congratulations on your career. Hopefully you can enjoy it. Now, back to what the sources is saying and everything. I just had to get that off my heart. Tom Brady. When Brady lost versus the Rams, who are now in the Super Bowl. And before I go on, I told Destiny, and many of y'all may not believe me, I said that it was going to be an all LA Super Bowl. I was halfway true.
He did.
I said it was going to be the Rams and the Chargers. The Chargers was so fire.
We're not even going to talk about the Chargers.
But her team.
That's my team.
Totally collapsed. Just totally collapsed out of nowhere. Like, what happened to the Chargers?
It's what we do, you know. We just, we give, you know, they give us hope, and, you know, we get excited, and then it's 3-11. Why is a team that's 3-11 beating us? First of all,
she talking about the Texans.
I'm talking about the Texans, because the week before that, I want to say actually like a good 2 weeks before that, we were destroying these teams.
Destroying.
And then we lose to the Texans.
And to the Raiders. The Raiders.
I cannot stand the Raiders, you guys. We beat them the first time, but unfortunately we could not beat them the second time where it really mattered. Yeah. But they got lucky. They had 2 seconds left on the clock and they kicked a field goal. So
y'all would have been more dangerous against the Chiefs than the Pittsburgh Steelers would have been to me.
We're talking about Tom Brady.
Right, 'cause she in her feelings right now. She a Chargers
I
fan to
love
core.
the Chargers. Always will, but
apparently.
Maybe next year they'll get it together. Who knows?
Maybe. I mean, Justin Herbert's a baller, but that's a different topic. We'll keep going with Tom Brady. Tom Brady, apparently after his loss, in the following days leading up to it, he pretty much knew that this would be around his last hurrah. And he was already preparing his mindset for retirement and life after that, according to sources. Sources also said that Brady's decision to retire is based on several factors, including family and health, obviously, which you can respect. Although it's less significant, Brady also recognized that the Buccaneers are likely to undergo significant roster turnover as well. According to sources, Brady has been adamant for weeks that he did not want the farewell season, like what you saw with Kobe Bryant, what you saw with Dwayne Wade, right? What you saw with Peyton Manning. These guys made it known the previous year, I'm retiring. This is it. So sing your roses while you're here. Tom Brady didn't want that. He didn't want the big old drama leading up to it. He didn't want all of that. He just wanted to be done with his game and move on. And that's respectable as well. Buccaneers executives and coaches have been bracing for Brady's retirement in recent weeks, recognizing that it was more likely than not that he would hang it up after this season, team sources told ESPN at that time. One source said that as recently as this week that all signs point to Brady's retirement. Now his dad came out with a whole statement, and I'm not going to go into all of it, but pretty much saying that his son's retirement was not official yet, and as of now it is not official. What I go off of is the horse's mouth. When Tom Brady says he retires, that's when I believe that he is retired. But until then, it's all speculation. It's all he said, she said. Nobody knows. One thing I will share before we get into it, Brady cited his family's desires as a heavy factor in his upcoming decision. He said, and I quote, "I said this a few years ago, it's what relationships are all about." Brady said on the podcast, "It's not always what I want, it's what we want as a family. And I'm going to spend a lot of time with them and figure out the future and what's next." So with that all being said, what do you feel about Tom Brady's retirement?
Honestly, I feel like if he's ready to retire, I mean, he's 44 years old. He's been in football, 22 seasons now?
Yep.
So I think if he's ready to retire and to settle down and just spend time with his family and enjoy his life, then he has every right to do that. I mean, if he's lived out his dream, if he's happy with, his football career, which I believe he did say he is content with it, like he's comfortable with that. Satisfied, excuse me. He did say he is satisfied with it. Why push him to keep doing something he may not want to keep doing anymore? I mean, you do something for so long, not only is it that, you got to think about all the time he is away from his family when football is on. I mean, they're day in, day out. Morning, I'm sure, till late evening. They're out there practicing and doing everything that they're doing. So, honestly, I feel like if he is ready to retire and call it and spend time at home with his family and all that, then by all means, do it.
Yeah.
I say do it. Enjoy life and take that retirement. 44 years old, it's a good age to retire.
Has Tom Brady, do you have a Tom Brady story? Do you have a situation where he really just grinded your gears, or a situation where you were just like rooting for him? Like, is there any?
Honestly, no.
No. Neither.
But I guess I'm rooting for him now. If you want to retire, then go for it. It's just because I've been more so like I've watched certain players, but they've all been based from the Chargers, like LT and Sproles and all that. Like they've all been based from the Chargers, so I'm like really a Chargers fan. There's other players that I do like and stuff like that, but as far as Tom Brady, I don't really have a story. But I am rooting for him. If you're ready to retire, don't let anybody change your mind. Just do it.
You know, when Kobe Bryant retired, that was very devastating for me, and I imagine that's what it is for a lot of Tom Brady fans. You know, right now I feel like they're very heartbroken, and they really are rooting for him not to retire because Tom Brady ended this year, I believe, with the most touchdown passes and yards. I believe. I think he ended this year. Quote me, tell me if I'm wrong, but I believe he ended this year with the most touchdowns in this season, and also the most yards in this season. So a lot of people are going to be like, bro, you're going out, well, you still elite. You can still be playing right now. So, you know, that's understandable, and that, but when it's done, it's done.
Yeah.
And this tells you when it's done.
Yeah.
Nothing else tells you. Your heart tells you. If you don't have the same passion, if you don't have the same love, if you don't have the same desires, it's real easy for you to, want to be done. And if you don't have that, I tell you to quit. I tell you to stop, because you're not going to be able to give it your all, and now you're going to just be,
wasting time.
Right. You're going to be giving half an effort. You're not going to be yourself. Your numbers are going to sink. You're going to have people talking about, oh, has Tom Brady fell off? Has this person fell off? It hasn't been that he's fell off. It's just that he's not interested anymore.
Right.
And that's what happens to a lot of these guys. When they stop having the desire and the heart for it, you start to see slumps. It's not that these skills have fully diminished. Some players, yes, but not for everyone, and Tom Brady is one of those people. I remember watching First Take, and Max Kellerman always said every year, this is the year that Tom Brady is going to fall off the cliff, and he never did. He never really did, So shout out to Tom Brady. Like I said, as an Eagles fan, there's a lot of disdain for you. But as just a person, and as a person that can really just appreciate greatness, congratulations. And I hope you enjoy your retirement. If you do retire, if you don't retire, I hope we beat y'all next year. But whatever. That's how I feel about it.
It's all love, though. It's all love, though, guys.
Right.
But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments what you think about Tom Brady retiring. Do you think he's actually going to retire? Do you think he maybe might go into some type of coaching? Do you think he's going to stay in the game?
No way he's coaching.
Let us know
no way
what you guys think down below. Yeah, I mean, you never know.
If somebody, I want to hear your opinions, like Destiny said, but I really doubt that he's going to coach. I think he would rather spend time with his family.
I do too.
He seems like a very big family man, and based off of his comments, it really seems like that's what he's focused on.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, guys, that's topic 2. Ready for topic 3? Alrighty, guys, so topic 3 is pretty much about frozen dead bodies.
You know that little hand emoji?
Yeah.
This is how I feel about the situation.
Exactly.
This is what I'm gonna do the whole time, guys.
Exactly. Apparently, guys, a lab is holding the bodies and heads of 200 people in hopes that they can be brought to life in the future. Now, the Alcor Life Extension Foundation offers the hope that science and technology will advance the stage where the deceased life can be brought back to life. Now, Alcor will freeze a full body for $200,000 and just the head for $80,000 in a process known as cryonics. Now, the company is located a little bit too close to home for us.
A little too close.
In Scottsdale, Arizona. So
a little too close to us.
I'm not really knowing how I feel about that. But that's where the bodies will be stored at deep freeze temperatures for decades or even centuries. Now, it was founded by Linda and Fred Chamberlain in 1972 after the couple met at a cryonics conference in the early 1970s. They said, our goals were to start an organization that could save people's lives and give them an opportunity to be restored to health and function, Linda Chamberlain said. they also said if we'd known how hard it was going to be, we might not have tried to do it. That's very comforting. But once you get started, something about saving lives, you can't give up. Now, Alcor preserves body by slowly lowering their temperature and storing them into giant vessels of liquid nitrogen at negative 196 degrees Celsius. Now, in a typical procedure, the body is packed in ice and is frozen before the blood is replaced with I'm about to destroy this word, okay? A cryoprotectant solution to stop ice crystal formation. Now, cryonic supporters insist death is a process of deterioration rather than simply the moment when the heart stops beating. For cryonics to be successful, though, as successful as possible, experts says it's best to begin the freezing process within 60 seconds of when the heart stops beating. Destiny, what in the heck do you think about this?
You know, I have a lot of words for this.
I need you to just let it flow.
First of all, $200,000 for a body. $80,000 for just the head. Okay, first of all, who has that type of money? Who's got that type of money, though? And who is gonna, first of all, why would we spend that type of money knowing, okay, we should know if they come back, it is not them, y'all. When we pass, our souls leave the body, okay? I know some of us may all have our own opinions on that kind of thing. Our soul is not here anymore. So if they were to ever be successful in it, from someone who has been dead for years, months, however long,
centuries,
what makes them think their soul is going to come back? Their soul is not going to come back, you guys. So it is not going to be the person that it was when they were alive. Okay, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And the fact that it is so close to home, it is not going to work. They replaced, okay, there's an image. If I can get it put on this video, I will put it on there. But there's an image that shows you the process of how they do this. They replace the blood with human antifreeze. You're not even going to have blood in your body if they bring you back. He said all the facts on it. I think it is a waste of, okay, for the people's knowledge, I think it's amazing that people can really put something together to the fact that it could possibly work. I think that is crazy because that just shows how smart we can be as humans. A little too smart. But at the same time, in general, I think it is a waste of time. I don't think if it does work, I think it's not going to work how they want it to. They'd pretty much be a zombie coming back, honestly, because there's no soul in them. They're not even going to have actual blood in them because they're replacing it with human antifreeze. Like, what are we trying to do? What are we trying to do? They will be pretty much a robot coming back, or like I said, a zombie, because they're not going to have nothing in them, you guys. I get it for the sentimental aspect of it, but for our situation, like for us, I put it as like our son. If they were to bring our son back, the initial part of me would love that because he would be back, but in reality he's not back. Like, he is gone and he's not there. You can't take a soul from heaven or hell, depending on where you go, and bring it back to earth. It don't work like that, guys. So I'm not really too sure what they're trying to accomplish. I get wanting to save lives in the aspect of preserving them so they could live longer while they're alive. Like maybe there's some type of way they could try to get that to work. But if they're already gone, you guys, it's not gonna work. And I don't want to be like that Debbie Downer, or oh, you're just killing people's dreams and they're really trying to make this work. I get it, and I'm rooting, like I root for them in the aspect of that is a lot to try to make work. Like the mental mind that you gotta have for that, the knowledge you gotta have for that, that is a lot. It's a lot. But honestly, you guys, just stop trying to do so much. Like we just gotta stop trying to do so much. Like the world is already evolving so much and so fast as it is already. You're getting into, you know, the whole metaverse and all this other kind of stuff. Like our world is changing before our eyes, and I don't think a lot of people are seeing that. But when it comes to stuff like this, you guys just gotta, no matter how hard it is, and trust me, it is extremely hard. No matter how hard it is, you have to let that just go. You have to let it go. You can't hold on to something like that because that's not the way it was meant to be. My honest opinion, you guys, whether you guys agree with it or not, they just need to leave it alone.
Anyone who wants The Walking Dead on Earth in real life mess with Alcor. Okay?
Yeah.
Nah, but in reality, I try to look at it from different perspectives. From the perspective of those who lost people, I can understand it, but I feel like their hope is misplaced. Their hope is in man, and man will fail every time. We will fail. We will try every time, because that's the one thing we do. As men and women, we try. This situation, I can understand it from the aspect of, you know, you lost somebody dear to you. I've lost many people dear to me, and you're trying to hold on, and you're looking for whatever answers you can get to bring that person back. And with that, I can sympathize with that feeling. But in my opinion, I feel like these people are looking in the wrong direction. They're looking for man's solution, and man is flawed. So, you know, just hearing the quotes that the people said, right, they pretty much were saying that, you know, if I would have known it would have been this hard, we would have never even done it. You know, because they're realizing their limitations, right? And so I get how they say, well, they're going to keep going because, you know, when it comes to that, you don't want to stop. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's, and don't take this in a disrespectful way, but I feel like it's almost like a fool's errand, because these people aren't God, and they can't do what God can do. Nobody can. So I just don't feel like this is going to amount to much except destruction of our world, you know, almost, because eventually somebody's going to get smart enough to create something, but it's not going to be the life that we know. Right. And when they do, like I said, Walking Dead anyone, or whatever it may be, it's going to be something that is not good for this world. And so I wish people would stop trying to play God. I wish people would stop trying to do things that only God can do, because it's going to end up being very scary in the future with what they actually create. I'm telling you, I can't even picture it or think about what it is that they will create, but I just pray that I'm gone by the time that comes, because it's a crazy world, man. It's a crazy world. So like I said, guys, that's kind of how I feel about it. I know it may not be very long of an opinion. I think it's just because it's really open and closed for me. It's not like a situation of, you know, I can understand from your perspective, but at the end of the day, it just is so wrong to me. So yeah, guys, like I said, I just think it's so wrong mentally, and it's just not. It's not my thing. You know, it's not my thing. It's not what I believe in. But you know, hey, to each his own. Whatever you guys, you know, this is what life is. It's our own personal journey. We get to kind of experience things, you know, based off of what we are going through. So if that's what you guys choose to do, and you believe in that, that's cool. And I mean, I pray the best for you guys, but I just feel like I know where things would go when it comes to that. I just feel like I know God, and I know how He moves to a certain degree, and that's just not in His playbook. You know what I'm saying? But yes, guys, that was our 3 topics. I want to hear what you guys feel in the comments. So share how you feel about this crazy topic. When I first heard this, shout out to actually Corey and Jocelyn.
Yes.
Because they're the ones who told me about this. And when I first heard it, I was just so thrown back and flabbergasted by the idea of that. Because when I heard he was like 200 bodies on ice, I'm like, dead bodies? And they're like, yeah, they got these bodies on ice. I'm like, yo, oh, that's crazy. So we had to touch the subject, and I would love to hear you guys' response. I would love to hear you guys' reactions to not only the topic, but how you guys think we did in this podcast. What do you like? What do you think we can keep working on and improve on? I just love to hear your feedback, guys, because without you guys, this is not possible. We're thankful and we're grateful for every single person that's watching. And we're going to keep this going, guys. We're going to keep getting better and better. We're going to keep getting better equipment. We're going to keep being more prepared. We're going to keep being just better in every single area. So, guys, keep rocking with us. We got more content coming. We got a Challenge Wednesday coming for you guys as well. So be on the lookout for that. And hopefully this week we can get that vlog coming to you guys either on Friday or Saturday. So be on the lookout, guys. Also, there's a new thing coming out on Thursday. So pay attention to our YouTube on Thursday. There's going to be a new video dropping. Anything you guys to say before we leave?
No. Interested to see what you guys have to think on these topics. And yeah, let us know down below what you guys think, how you feel. And can't wait to hear from them.
Alrighty, guys. Peace.